Have you ever felt clueless on how to go about achieving your set goals and dreams in life? It happens, doesn't it? I had gone through similar experience while in school. In an exam hall, I had gone clueless on a question I knew I had read. And I was like, what is this? Why is this happening to me? Why can't I remember a thing? Hello everyone, you're welcome to the Thrive Nest podcast. I'm Rhoda Amapakabo, your favorite host on your favorite podcast, The Thrive Nest. On today's episode, we'll be looking at how to generate ideas for your set goals and dreams in life. You have this goal, this big dream, and a great vision you want to realize for yourself, yet clueless on how to go about it. If you've ever experienced this or currently going through this, trust me, you're not alone. It happens to us all in different ways and forms on anything that we want to achieve for ourselves. Ideation is not an automatic process. It is something we cultivate and develop over time. And I promise you, by the end of today's episode, you'll be confident and loaded with ways on how to go about achieving your set goals and dreams in life. So once again, welcome to the Thrive Nest podcast, and let's get down to the business of the day. 1. Never lose sight of your dreams and goals in life, irrespective of the difficulties or the challenges you encounter in the process. It is very easy to give up on your set goals and dreams in life when facing numerous challenges. Most successful people we see today are people who never gave up or lost sight of their dreams and goals in life, even though they had faced so many challenges. An example is Colonel Alan Sanders, known for the famous Kentucky Fried Chicken. It is said that he was rejected about 1,009 times trying to market his chicken recipe. Now, isn't this enough reason for anyone to want to give up on his dreams and goals in life? But for Alan Sanders, despite his age at that point in time at age 65, despite the numerous rejections, the failures, and other challenges he went through in life, he kept pressing on. He never lost sight of his dreams and goals in life until he built a global fast kitchen, the Kentucky Fried Chicken. 2. Always have a notepad or sticky note and a pen with you at all times. You never know when these items will come handy. In the course of the episode, you get to know why you need these items readily available with you at all times. 3. Learn to spend time alone and enjoy your own company. In this day and age, it is becoming increasingly difficult for people to spend time alone by themselves or carve out alone time for themselves. If it is not our demanding jobs taking the most of our time, it is a constant social media chatter that keeps us engaged 24/7. There's also this misinterpretation of solitude associated with feelings of loneliness, isolation, and antisocial behavior. This is not always the case. There are records of successful people who have been able to carve out alone time to focus on their set goals and dreams in life. Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, carves out a week for himself that he calls Think Week. During this period, he thinks, reads, and fashions out ideas for his set goals and dreams in life. Warren Buffett is said to spend 80% of his day reading, thinking, and planning out ways to work on his set goals and dreams in life. Oprah Winfrey attributes her success to moments alone she self-reflects and meditates. Solitude is not associated with loneliness. Loneliness is forced on people, while solitude is a choice we make to carve out time for ourselves and rediscover, reflect, and focus on our set goals and dreams, which also leads to growth in life. Solitude gives us the opportunity to thrive and flourish in every aspect of our lives. 4. Discuss your dreams and goals in life. I believe that there are few trusted people in your life, either from your family, friends, colleagues, mentors, or someone you hold in high esteem that you can confidently go to discuss your dreams and goals with. I have come to realize that when discussing your dreams and goals with some people or a person, you give room for ideation. There are times you don't know that you have lots of ideas in you, but these ideas are lying dormant because you don't put your brain to work. When you start discussing your dreams and goals with certain people in your life, you realize that ideas begin to pop up from you, and you begin to wonder, what was I thinking? Why didn't I come up with this before? It's because you are not putting your brain to work. But the moment you start putting your brain to work, these ideas begin to pop up to your amazement. Elon Musk always discusses his dreams and goals with his team members, not only to motivate them, but I believe to also gain ideas from his team members. 5. Ask questions. I know it can feel embarrassing and awkward sometimes asking certain questions to certain people. According to Mike Murdock, questions are the doorways to life. And as it is popularly said, he who asks a question never gets lost. Even if you get laughed at, scorned, mocked, or criticized for asking certain questions, ask anyway. Do not put your head in shame. With your head held high, keep asking questions. If Mr. A does not answer your question, move on to Mr. B. And if Mr. B does not answer, look around you. There's always that one person that will give you the desired answer you crave for concerning your set goals and dreams in life. Monty Roberts, as a child, dreamed of owning his own ranch. While in school, his teacher asked him to write his dream on paper, which he did in detailed form of how he wants his ranch to be and look like in the future. The teacher read his dream and put an F on the paper for him. He asked the teacher why the F. The teacher said his dream is unrealistic considering his background at the time. The teacher still gave him another opportunity to write down his dream. He got home, asked his dad how he was going to rephrase his dream, and the dad said, "You know your dream and you know what you want to do. Write it the way you want." He still wrote the dream the same way he had written it for the teacher without changing a thing. And the next day he took it to school and gave to the teacher. The teacher read it and still marked an F for him. And Monty Roberts said, "You can keep your F while I keep my dream." At the end of the day, Monty Roberts owned his ranch the same way he had detailed it in paper while in school as a child, because he asked a question and was given the right answer. I believe so far on today's episode, you have a take-home lesson on how to go about generating ideas for your set goals and dreams in life. So far, we looked at 5 tips or methods to generate ideas for your set goals in life. 1, we talked about never losing sight of your dreams and goals in life, irrespective of the difficulties or the challenges you encounter in the process. 2, we talked about having a notepad or sticky note with you at all times, because these things will come handy. In our next episode, you see why you need these items with you. 3, we talked about learning to spend time alone, as it gives you the opportunity to self-reflect, rediscover, meditate, and focus on your set goals and dreams in life, giving you opportunity for ideation. 4, we talked about discussing your dreams and goals with certain people in life. And let me also say this, it is important to always associate yourself with people who are visionaries, people who have dreams and goals and are successful at chasing their dreams and goals in life. And 5, we talked about learning to ask questions. Mike Murdock said, questions are the doorways to life. Have you learned something today? Please let us know in the comment section what you've learned, your contributions, suggestions, and what other methods you think one can use to develop ideas for his or her set goals in life. Let's make this an interactive section. Let me learn from you while you learn from me. On our next episode, we'll be looking at the concluding part of generating ideas for your set goals and dreams in life. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned and don't forget to hit the notification button, subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay abreast of the next episode. Don't just survive, thrive and flourish. God bless you.